Taurus, hello and welcome to your winter 2023 into 2024 shapeshift reading. We're looking at the shape you're shifting out of, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shapeshift looks and feels like for the winter season. I'm Andy, I'm your reader, and I'm joined today by the new Starlore Astronomical Tarot. This is a minor arcana deck of engraved illustrations from historical playing card artwork. So this is artwork over 300 years old that's been remastered and put into tarot format by Natasha Rowland of Urania Press. And it's a really beautiful deck. It's been lovely to work with this so far. So we're going to use it to look at your shapeshift for winter. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Let's see what's going on this winter. Oh my gosh, interesting. Aries just got this card. The Queen of Wands shown as an empty cup. Okay. What else? Wow. One more. Taking our time. No problem. Okay. All right. Whew. All right, Taurus. Let's look at this together. So we have the Five of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Two queens, fire and air, and then the Five of Fire. But there's so much water. Libra, Pisces. So the air right in the center, this Libran energy that seeks to find balance between the fire and the water, perhaps, because we've got two fire cards, Five of Wands, Queen of Wands, with pictorial representations of water. Pisces, water sign, and the cup, a vessel that holds water. So we have fire and water on either side of just air. Libra, air sign, balance the scales. Queen of Swords, air energy. And when I think of the Queen of Swords, I think of something that's very, like Justice herself strives anyway for a sense of balance and homeostasis that comes from an impartial place. This very sort of like specific discernment that is able to be objective, that sometimes water and fire energy, it's that air objectivity comes in to kind of balance those more furious elements. When water is furious, it floods. When fire is furious, it blazes out of control. And then this air is coming in to kind of, it almost feels like empty out the water, looking at this empty cup. Because right now, the water, the river of Pisces has got the two fish by the tail. There's a sense of like tug. There's like a tension, a tug. Could be Saturn and Pisces talking a little bit there. And that's really what the Five of Wands is in the tarot, is a conflict, a sense of like chaos or tension, struggle, conflict between people that is really difficult to kind of silence. When I think of the Five of Wands, I think of like everybody talking at once and creating this kind of like chaos, inflamed emotions, maybe just like really difficult to wrangle everybody's attention. And Libra comes in, this justice energy comes in with the gavel, like silence. And everybody kind of, let's empty out the cup so that we can really see what's going on here. Clearing something out to try to silence something, to get to a more balanced perspective within it. Let's read the Libra Queen of Swords. I'm just curious to see what this guidebook has to say. In the shifting space, the membership space here, we will get into this together. And the guidebook is really amazing. Natasia's done a really great job of giving us like the star lore of each constellation, which will be available for shifting space members. But I want to give you a little, little something here on this side of things. Let's look at the Libra energy. I'll just read a little bit. A mistress of cool intelligence. The Queen of Swords is balanced in the seasons and knows both sides of the blade well, so that her discerning intellect keeps her walking the fine line between opposite forces, giving her the ability to deal with daily energies, actions, and interests with equipoise and grace. She thinks fast while staying calm and collected, and often leaving emotion out of the equation. Again, because what we're seeing on either side here is that the water, which I often think of as emotion, is the thing that's kind of like creating difficulty or holding things back. So there's this emptying. The shapeshift really is like from water, holding back movement, to emptying out the cup, emptying out the vessel in favor of objectivity. Leaving emotion out of the equation in order to deliver the ultimate answer or result with clarity and truth. She has the ability to wield power through cunning logic, quick-witted instinct, and decisive action. This queen is open-minded to new perspectives and loves to challenge the status quo. She's savvy at detachment in order to set solid boundaries, and speaks from an authentic center of sovereignty, able to communicate in a straightforward manner. She has the prowess to know when to brandish her sword and when to steady it for the best possible outcome in communications. She knows her rights and will stand tall in the attainment of justice. That's creeping me, because your fall reading, Taurus, was called Standing Tall. Stand tall in the attainment of justice. Logic and rationality rule her communication, so she can be overly pragmatic, discerning, and at times intimidating. All right. The call for justice, for things to be rebalanced, is a call for objectivity, discernment, and a certain amount of detachment. Emptying out the emotional bias that creates this tug between two forces. Conflict. And it feels to me more like steadying the sword to find balance, a moment of silence, a separation. So because Aries got this Queen of Wands the Cup constellation, I would check out the Aries reading. It was very much about kind of like the cycle of the fire getting out of control and then dousing it with water to put it out, and this period of dormancy before the embers find one another again and it can reignite. So this Libra energy seems to be the force coming in and being like, snuff it out. Douse the fire, empty the emotion, and let's find a moment of silence, of calm, of quiet. Okay, wow. I don't know here, Taurus. We're going to have to get deeper into this and see how this might be specifically playing out. I've got a couple other decks here, the Golden Tarot, the Illuminated Earth. We're going to see how these constellations are speaking more specifically in your life. So if you'd like to follow along for the rest of that reading and investigate this reading and all of the zodiac readings over the course of the season, you can click the link in the description box. That'll take you to the shifting space, and that is a community that is into these readings, these shift readings, and wants to talk about them, share, connect over them over the course of the season. We'll investigate how the cards align with the astrology as it plays out in real time. So if that is an investigation that suits your fancy and you'd be interested in that, I hope to see you over there. You can just click that link. Okay. All right. Taurus, let's get to the rest of this reading.